Not being the person we aspire to be yet can be quite disheartening, especially when we don't see any progress. We're going to go through a method where you can see results immediately today itself in making progress towards becoming the person that you aspire to be, and other tips and tricks to how we can speed up the process in the long run. My name's RK and I help young creators monetize their craft. I want to tell a story about my journey as a creative. When I started this journey and when I started the journey with my clothing brand, I was quite desperate. I can't lie to you, I was very desperate. I wanted that progress immediately. I wanted to see people connecting with me. I wanted to see change in my business. I wanted to see change in me as a person. And it put me in such a bad headspace when I wasn't becoming this person. I wasn't seeing any progress to becoming this person, especially when I've been trying for so long. I sat down and I thought about it. What would I need to do to become the person that I need to be? How can I overcome this desperation? By showing myself proof, by showing myself progress that I am becoming this person that I aspire to be. And I remember watching a YouTube video of this person, forgot his name, but he was setting goals for the person that he aspires to be at the end of the year, at the start of every year. He's a New Year's resolution YouTuber that focuses on getting progress and actually sticking to your New Year's resolutions. And he had this method that he used, resonated with me a lot, but I kind of forgot about it until I was at this stage where I was searching for ways that I could be less desperate and become this type of person. Every year, he hits the goals that he wants to hit in what he aspires to be as a person. And I was thinking, why can't I modify that and stretch the timeline in terms of this method that he has and modify it a little and chop it up to make it work for me? So, in the method that we're going to talk about soon, it did really help me with a lot of my desperation, and it helped me understand that most of the things that I want in the future I have already. I just want them on a bigger scale, and the things that I can do immediately to change the person that I am, provide proof that I am going in the right direction to becoming the person that I aspire to be. So we're going to do a little activity now. Just trust me, it's going to be a little bit of writing, but we're going to use this and it's going to be very important in the long run. It's going to be useful information about you to yourself. So this is called the I am activity. Think of your internal and your external like a rubber band, an elastic system. And when your actions are aligned with your self-image, there is no tension in this rubber band. But say you are someone who is aspiring to do big things and is aspiring to make change in their life, you're pulling the side of the rubber band that is external. And you're causing this tension between your internal and your external. Because this is new to you. Say you're a type of person to sleep in all the time, and now you've changed the fact that you want to wake up so you can work on this business or you can work on this creative endeavor before you go to school or before you go to work. So now you're doing external actions that don't really align with who you saw yourself as before. So there is tension in this rubber band now between you doing this action that doesn't align with your values and the person that you were before. This causes a lot of stress and a lot of risk, because when you do slip up in your external activities, you're just going to snap back to your self-image. We want to focus on not only changing our external actions, but also changing our internal actions and our internal self-image along with our external actions so that they align together and there's no tension in between them. So how can we incorporate this with the activity that we are about to do? So now we understand this, we can use this a little more practically. Everyone's aspirations and everyone's definition of success is different. For if you asked my friend, he would say his definition of success would be to travel the world, see all these countries, help out people in different rural areas in the world. And then if you ask my other mate, or if I asked you, you might say success is I want to have a house and a family, and I want to have these certain things, I want to have this many children. That could be your definition of success. So what we're going to do is find out what your definition of success is and the self-image that you need to have in order to make progress today itself. I want you to write down I am at the top of the page. This isn't going to be, oh, I aspire to be, or I want to be like this. You are going to be this person if you follow this. And then we're going to write down 3 major categories and 1 miscellaneous for whatever you choose, whatever ideas you come up with. These categories are going to do with the biggest parts of your life. So financial and things to do with success, your relationships and your family, and your health and your fitness. Now, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to imagine that you have everything that you aspire to have. And you are this person that has all the success. If I gave you the prompt I am, and I asked you to write something under, let's say, success or finance, close your eyes, success or finance, what would this person in the future, your future self, what would they write? Would it be, I am someone who's financially stable and can afford the living and the lifestyle that I want? Or if this was to do with health, future me would say, I'm someone who's able-bodied and can play with my children. I'm someone who's active, goes out, and is in good health. I want you to write down 10 things for each of these categories. So now we have a list of close to 40 things, right? The miscellaneous category, you can fill in with whatever big part in your life is right now. So for me, it would be like education, university, or it could be like religion or spirituality. When you read through these things, there are some things that you can do today. If you wrote down, I am someone who is going to provide for my family, what are some things that you can do today itself that align to that person that you want to be? Your actions and your words may speak two different things. You can say you want this thing. You can say you want to travel. I can say I want to travel. Have I been traveling in the opportunities that I have in my city that I am right now? No, because maybe that's not what I want for myself. I like the idea in my head, but your actions and your words may not align. So this is to find out what your definition of success is for the person that you aspire to be. What would you be proud of yourself to become? And let's start aligning our actions to the things that you wrote down. And you figure out 90%, 99% of these things, if they are behavioral things, not like monetary things, those are things that you can do now itself. You can be someone who looks after and takes care of your family. You can be someone who prioritizes family over work. You can be someone who is able-bodied, active, and physical. If you are not right now, what would be the habits? What would be the systems? What would be the kind of things that this person would do to become like that? What does their lifestyle look like? This person is you. If you need to grow into this person, if you need to fit this big mold that you've set yourself, you need to start acting in the ways that this person does act. Model your future self, and one day you'll look back at this piece of paper that you've wrote for yourself, and you'll say, this is my life. I've made it in terms of where my previous self saw as success. This can help overcome desperation because you understand the things. You can start seeing progress immediately. Most of the time, you're getting this idea of success based off the internet or the people that you see. Someone tells you, oh, this is how I'm successful, so that's how you have to be successful. I need this yacht, I need this car, I need a certain type of lifestyle. You're a poser. I'm a poser. What do you like? And what does your definition of success look like? What is heaven to you? Once you get to this place and you can look back at this piece of paper and you say, damn, I've made it. Something that people will ask, okay, once I get to all these things on this paper, what's the next thing? Your level of success and what the things that you want in your life is always going to change. But if you never start taking steps towards it and you never start making progress towards it, you're just going to stay stagnant. You're just going to stay stuck where you are. So one, you can complain and you can say, oh, my life is so hard, I can't see any progress. Or two, you can make action. Most of the things that we just want on a bigger scale. Ask yourself, what do you really lack? Unless you are at the bottom of Maslow's hierarchy needs and you don't have food and you don't have shelter, what do you really lack? That was a question that I really ruminated on a lot because I do have everything that I want in my life right now. Maybe you're working a part-time job as a student, right? That's right now your financial skill. You just need to level it up. Next thing you can do, what can I do to make more money? You're just not good at that skill yet, and that's totally fine. We just need to act in accordance to the ways that people who are good at that skill do. You have that skill already. You just want it on a bigger scale. I really wish my younger self could hear the things that I'm talking about because it would have really helped him when he wasn't in that great of a mental state when it comes to the desperation that he had towards these things. There is only so much that I can do through these videos. I would love to have the opportunity to help you and speak to you more one-on-one off YouTube. And if that does interest you and you are a creative and you kind of like the things that I'm talking about, scroll down, click on the first link in the description. I would love to have a chat with you.